Have you ever wondered how life, in its myriad forms, came to be as it is today? The answer lies in the intriguing concept of evolution, an ever-evolving theory that has shaped our understanding of life on Earth. It's a story that spans billions of years, touching every scientific discipline from biology to astronomy. It's a tale of change, adaptation, and survival that continues to captivate us. Journey with us as we delve into the fascinating world of evolution, from its earliest theories to the modern understandings that continue to shape our world. Our exploration begins in ancient Greece, where philosophers first contemplated the nature and diversity of life. As we dive into the birth of evolutionary thought, we find ourselves in the bustling city-states of ancient Greece, a cradle of intellectual curiosity and philosophical exploration. Here, the first seeds of evolutionary theory were sown by philosophers like Anaximander and Empedocles. Anaximander, a scholar of the 6th century BC, was one of the first to propose a theory of life's origins and progression. He suggested that life originated in the sea, and that complex species, including humans, evolved from simpler forms. Imagine that. This was a time when the world was thought to be flat, yet here was Anaximander, proposing a theory that wouldn't be fully developed until over 2,000 years later. Meanwhile, Empedocles, another insightful thinker of ancient Greece, was laying down his own theories. He proposed that all living things were composed of 4 fundamental elements: earth, air, fire, and water. According to Empedocles, these elements could combine and recombine in countless ways, leading to the diversity of life we see today. Though we now know this theory isn't quite accurate, it was a groundbreaking idea that pushed forward our understanding of life's complexity and variety. These early Greek philosophers didn't have the benefit of modern scientific knowledge or tools. They couldn't examine fossils or decode DNA. Yet they observed the world around them, asked questions, and formulated theories that mirrored some aspects of what we now understand as evolution. Their contributions were the first stepping stones on the path to our modern understanding of evolution. They dared to challenge the status quo, to question and to theorize, sparking a flame of inquiry that has burned brightly ever since. So, while their theories might have been a bit off the mark by today's standards, they were revolutionary for their time. They offered a new way to look at the world and life itself, a way that didn't rely solely on myth or legend, but on observation and reason. Although rudimentary, these early theories laid the foundation for future thinkers to build upon. Fast forward to the Age of Enlightenment, a period of intellectual and philosophical advancements. This era, spanning the 17th and 18th centuries, was a time of profound transformation, a time when the mysteries of life and nature were probed with a keen scientific eye. The Age of Enlightenment was a turning point for evolutionary thought. One of the key contributors was French naturalist Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Lamarck proposed a theory that was radical for its time, the theory of inheritance of acquired characteristics. In essence, Lamarck suggested that organisms could change during their lifetimes in response to their environment, and then pass on these changes to their offspring. Imagine a giraffe stretching its neck to reach the lofty treetops. According to Lamarck, over time, this stretching would cause the giraffe's neck to become longer, and this longer neck would then be passed down to its offspring. This theory, while seemingly intuitive, was a significant departure from the prevailing belief that species were immutable, created perfect and unchanging. Lamarck's ideas, however, were not without critics. Many of his contemporaries dismissed his theories as too speculative, lacking empirical evidence. Yet despite the criticism, Lamarck had planted a seed. He had dared to challenge the status quo, suggesting that species could change over time, a concept that would later become a cornerstone of evolutionary thought. The Age of Enlightenment was a time of radical ideas and heated debates. Scientists like Lamarck pushed the boundaries of what was considered possible, daring to question long-held beliefs and assumptions about the natural world. Their theories, while not always accurate, sparked a scientific revolution that would forever change our understanding of life and evolution. And so, as the Age of Enlightenment came to a close, the stage was set for a new era of discovery, an era that would bring us Charles Darwin and his groundbreaking theory of natural selection. These theories, while not entirely accurate, pushed the boundaries of scientific thought and set the stage for a revolution in our understanding of life. Enter Charles Darwin, the man whose name is synonymous with evolution. This English naturalist transformed the way we understand the natural world with his groundbreaking theory of natural selection. In the mid-19th century, Darwin proposed a simple yet powerful idea. Those individuals within a species that are best adapted to their environment are more likely to survive and reproduce. This process, known as natural selection, drives evolution and the vast diversity of life on Earth. Darwin's theory was revolutionary because it provided a mechanism for evolution. Before Darwin, many scientists believed that species were immutable, created in their current form and never changing. But Darwin suggested that species could change over time, adapting to their environments in a process he termed descent with modification. The evidence Darwin used to support his theory was both comprehensive and compelling. He amassed a vast array of observations from his travels, particularly his voyage on the HMS Beagle, where he meticulously documented the flora and fauna of the Galapagos Islands. He noted how closely related species had different characteristics suited to their specific environments, suggesting they had evolved from a common ancestor. Perhaps the most famous examples are Darwin's finches. Each island's finches had distinct beak shapes and sizes, adapted to exploit different food sources. These observations provided strong evidence for natural selection, demonstrating how species could evolve to fit their environment. Darwin's ideas were met with both acclaim and controversy. His theory challenged the prevailing views of his time, sparking intense debate within the scientific community and beyond. Yet over time, as more evidence mounted in support of his theory, Darwin's ideas gained acceptance and fundamentally reshaped our understanding of life's diversity. His work laid the foundation for modern evolutionary biology, providing a framework for studying the relationships between species, the origins of new species, and the history of life on Earth. Darwin's groundbreaking work marked a turning point in the study of evolution, but the story doesn't end there. The legacy of Darwin's ideas continues to inspire and influence science to this day, setting the stage for the next chapter in our understanding of evolution. The 20th century brought about a unification of Darwin's theory with Mendelian genetics, giving birth to the modern synthesis. This momentous period in the annals of biology witnessed a harmonious blend of Charles Darwin's natural selection and Gregor Mendel's principles of genetics. This confluence of ideas, often referred to as the modern synthesis or neo-Darwinism, paved the way for a more profound understanding of evolution. The modern synthesis reconciled the gradual evolution proposed by Darwin with Mendel's discovery of discrete genetic units. It underscored the principle that evolutionary change is a product of genetic mutations, which provide the raw material for natural selection to shape and mold. These mutations occur randomly with no regard for the needs of the organism. Yet, it's natural selection that filters these changes, promoting beneficial mutations and eliminating harmful ones. This process is akin to a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. The genetic mutations are the raw marble, and natural selection is the discerning sculptor, chipping away or smoothing out features to create a masterpiece that is most fit to survive in its environment. The modern synthesis also championed the idea that evolution is a gradual, continuous process. It emphasized that speciation, the formation of new species, is a slow accumulation of small genetic changes over vast stretches of time. One of the key contributions of the modern synthesis is the integration of various scientific disciplines. It brought together insights from paleontology, taxonomy, biogeography, and embryology, creating a more comprehensive picture of the evolutionary process. Significantly, the modern synthesis clarified that evolution is not a ladder of progress with humans at the pinnacle. Rather, it's a branching tree of life, with every species adapting to its niche, shaped by the dual chisel of genetic mutations and natural selection. This synthesis marked a new era in evolutionary biology, integrating various scientific disciplines to provide a comprehensive understanding of life's complexity. Today, evolution remains a vibrant field of study, with new discoveries continually reshaping our understanding. It's like an endless journey through a boundless landscape, where every turn uncovers a fresh perspective. Researchers around the globe are tirelessly exploring various facets of evolution. They're delving into concepts such as genetic drift, where chance events cause fluctuations in gene frequencies within a population. This process, often overlooked, plays a vital role in shaping the genetic diversity of species. Then there's the theory of punctuated equilibrium, suggesting that evolution isn't always a slow, gradual process. Sometimes it happens in abrupt bursts, often due to sudden environmental changes. It's a reminder that life, in all its complexity, has the capacity to adapt and thrive, even in the face of drastic upheavals. And let's not forget epigenetics, a field that's revolutionizing our understanding of inheritance. It's revealed that our environment and experiences can leave marks on our genes, influencing not just our own traits, but potentially those of our descendants as well. The study of evolution isn't just about understanding the past. It's also crucial for tackling contemporary challenges. Take antibiotic resistance, for instance, a looming threat that can only be understood and addressed through the lens of evolutionary biology. Or consider climate change, another global crisis where evolution provides insights into how species might adapt, survive, or unfortunately, go extinct. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of life, evolution remains our guiding light, illuminating the path of our shared biological heritage.